Hi, I'm Dan with FreshPoint, and I want to take a few minutes and talk with you about the basics of artichokes. Artichokes, even in their best state, are never the most beautiful item out of the box. You're going to see some rusting, some rub damage. You want to be careful because they do have thorns on the end of the leaves. In fact, the artichoke is actually not a fruit or a vegetable. It's actually the unopened flower bud of a plant that's related to thistles. So how do you use it? And really, why did anybody start? Well, let's talk about the technical part. The USDA has 3 grades, US number 1, which these are, and US number 2, based mainly on uniformity of size, color, insect defects. These are pretty good. The 3rd grade is US number 1 long stem. Artichokes are typically sold with the stem. To get the long stem grade, this needs to be a minimum of 8 inches long. Yes, the stem is edible, it's a little woody, just peel it down. So what do you look for? You want an artichoke that's heavy for its size. These are a larger size. These are 18 count artichokes. We've seen them as big as a 12 count and as small as a 48 count. And that's the number of artichokes that'll fit in a standard 20-pound box. So you want it to be heavy for its size. You want to squeeze it. You don't want those leaves to move much or make much squeaking sound. You want to feel the heart, which is the prized part of the artichoke, with minimal touch and effort. When cleaning an artichoke, you want to start by trimming the leaves. Get rid of those thorns because they can be a little painful. When cooking and prepping artichokes, you want to make sure you have plenty of acidulated water. I like to use lemon juice in the water. It'll prevent the artichoke from discoloring, and it goes pretty quick. The flesh will go from a nice beige to a gunmetal gray almost instantaneously. The acidulated water will help it, and while it really doesn't affect the flavor, the discoloration is unappetizing and unappealing to the eye. So you want to take the leaves out, you want to cut it. On the inside is a clump of what looks like little purple needles. That's what we call the choke. Those are the actual petals to the flower. While they're certainly not going to hurt you, they're really not too much fun to eat. Pretty furry and a little prickly, so just scoop them out with a spoon. You can even leave the artichoke whole, cut it about halfway down and scoop the choke out, and then trim the leaves, trim the stem. You might notice we've got smaller artichokes. They're actually from the same plant. These little ones vary in size, and these are actually grown on the bottom of the plant, so you can see. So why would you use the smaller artichoke? Well, the biggest advantage, the choke on the inside is a lot smaller. In fact, in the small baby artichokes, they won't have a choke at all. So you can trim the leaves a little bit and go straight to the grill or even the steamer and have a quick, ready-to-go meal. Some interesting facts about artichokes. There's 2 main families. There's the Italian family, which is what we've got here, more elongated. Then there's the thornless globe or French varieties. They don't yield as much and they're just not as sought after, and the thorns aren't that bad, so really kind of go for the Italian thorn variety if you want a better yield. Artichokes are native to the Mediterranean, but really only grow in California in the United States. In fact, the USDA grade only refers to artichokes grown in 6 coastal counties. They're pretty delicate, but once they open up, it's a beautiful purple flower. Ending on an interesting note, famed film star Marilyn Monroe was actually the first artichoke queen of Castroville in the late 40s. I'm Dan, and that was the basics of artichokes.